My name is Freya Victoria. I am a avid reader. I have a lot of books. Not quite enough for a library yet, though. I am an avid reader. I used to read through about a book a day. Turned audiobook narrator in 2021. I started narrating audiobooks and have now narrated over 130 titles. Turned now author of both this book, The Forgotten Beast, which is a slow burn Beauty and the Beast retelling. Callie is the chosen one in her family, or the first females in her family are chosen to protect a chest. Inside this chest, which she sneaks and opens before her mom tells her about it, is tons of journals, like leather-bound journals with these people's life stories in it. And she steals one and reads it, and she wakes up and wonders what the heck is going on when the snow is cold and her heart is pounding as she's running from a wolf. And all of this is mostly in the blurb, but I don't care. There is a lot of stuff that goes on in this book. It is the first in a series of fairy tale retellings in which Callie will be our main character throughout, along with our beast. But in each book, you will get a new fairy tale reimagining / HEA, Happily Ever After. The next book that I came out with is The Forgotten Island, which is a novella. It takes place during the events of The Forgotten Beast, and it is a Peter Pan reimagining. Peter Pan is the bad guy in this one. He is a narcissistic sadist. Hook is morally gray, and Wendy is the woman stuck between them. You will want to punch Peter by the end of this book, and you will celebrate with Wendy when she gets her revenge. These two books are, again, part of the same series. I am currently working on my third book, which is not part of this series. My brain needed a brief break. So I am currently working on a sci-fi book that I am tentatively titling How the Boss Fell in Love with the Experiment. Imagine if after COVID, we had tried to make a vaccine that eradicated all disease. And imagine if after that happened, a certain sect of the population started showing up with mysterious powers, like glowing skin, or mysteriously healing cancer, or your eyesight was suddenly amazing and you could hear great, and maybe you also had issues with, like, you kind of shocked people sometimes. That is the premise for the book, and lots of crazy stuff is happening. I'm like maybe 2/3 of the way through writing that book. It should be out towards the end of the year, if not the beginning of next year. I do self-publish my books, but I go through all of the proper editing channels. I am typically on TikTok, however, with the most recent algorithm change and the more vlog type videos that I do, YouTube is the more appropriate platform. I am obviously very busy. I have a day job. I narrate full time. I write books, and I also have a podcast that is a daily podcast. So if you like following crazy people that take on a whole lot of things, but read some amazing stories, whether that be books that I get to narrate for other authors or ones that I write myself, you should follow along with me in this crazy journey. I also have a newsletter and a Discord and like all the other social medias. I have narrator accounts. I have author accounts. On here, I'm only going to have the one account because I don't need to be posting 2 sets of videos, but all my book promos and stuff will start posting on Reels here, and I am super, super excited to be here and hopefully not, be stuck at the bottom of the algorithm where nobody ever sees my stuff.